Hello everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder, Patrick and Partners, along with Bob Iacchino. We're getting lots of double bottoms, potential double bottoms, confirmed double bottoms. There's double bottoms everywhere, by the way. If you really want to master one great pattern, double tops and double bottoms are really good in the cryptocurrencies. They have very high success rate, not 100%, nothing's 100%, but they have a very high success rate, very reliable targets. That's one. Then if you're looking to learn a good solid pattern, that is one to really consider learning. So here we got Bitcoin. Nice double bottom here. This is confirmed, not yet triggered. We're going to wait for the close of this bar here. If it closes, now this is slightly lower probability because it's going really against the rotation zone on the daily, and we'll look at the targets within that. But the targets are about 10,088, 10,379, and 10,670. Other thing, let me show you this. This was great. Let me go down to the 1 hour. Earlier in the day, 1 hour, here's a double bottom triggered here. First target, 9,032 hit, then 91.33 hit, and then the major target, 92.33 poke. Look at all that resistance. It pokes through it. We're not trying to call the exact top or bottom with a double top, but we're trying to get a very reliable target and hit, back to the rotation zone, then moving up again. By the way, just to tie in with the GAN things that we do, you could have come from here to here and then looked at like the next two levels. Let me just show you those. And you can see here, look at those next two levels, calling the next major cluster right there, and we're getting a reaction right now. So that is how you combine the double targets. Then you could roll it into the GAN targets and to find some really good areas to either raise a stop, take some profits off. Really interesting stuff right there. Let's switch over to that daily. Though let's really look at that daily chart, because this is going to see. So right now we've traded up against the 8. That's some resistance, and the first target is right at the 21. So that's going to be a very key area to move your stops up, at least against the rotation zone. And then the next major target cluster area is going to be, what was that, 10,379 to 10,440, and we have the 50 there. So that's another area you want to take some profits or raise your stop again. Then you see that 10,670. So don't just ignore them. And by the way, the targets to the downside are still the same should this fail and collapse down. First major target, 79.22. Next target, 7,500. Switching over to Ethereum. Ethereum also a potential double. This is not even confirmed it yet. It has to get a trade through 745. And in order to trigger it for us, it's going to need a close or an extended move above 745. You can see how we held at the lower GAN area. I'm just going to move these down now, so we can look if this does not hold and it breaks lower. It's now just trading above the rotation zone, but we don't have an official close above it yet. So let's take a look at these targets. Major target 798, which is a cluster. You can see it falls right on a GAN, another GAN level, the 62.5 retracement, and that's the 50% extension from here. So 798 is going to be a major area to move a stop. Then we have a major cluster at the next target area right around 820. The target's 825, and we're at 823 to 830. We have a huge cluster area. Then final target 852. Let's check in on the daily for Ethereum. Again, it's against the rotation zone, so you gotta keep that in mind. Don't just take everything for granted. Also, watch for, why won't this expand? There we go. Watch if this takes a little while to trigger. Watch for the 21 to come down with that first target. Also, that's going to give you a really strong area to at least move up a stop. Right now, we're still reacting at the top of the rotation zone, so you can see where all these targets fall, and then the final target is right where the 50 is right now in this major breakdown zone. If this does not trigger, or do we turn back lower, the next major target is 605, then 573 to the downside. Switching over to Monero trading right at the top of the rotation zone right now. The rotation zone will be out of the way on the 4-hour chart. We'll check it on the daily in a second. It's going to also trigger at a major cluster point, so would need a close above about 294 or extended move. Then we'd be watching for the targets 320 which is actually right at this prior little roll over at the rotation zone, 334 and 347. Let's check in though with the daily chart and see. So right where this is going to trigger, we have the 50, the declining 8, and the 21 all in this area. So the rotation zone is against it on the daily, but if it can get through this 21, then it will have cleared that, and then all the targets are above it. So just watch for that. So it might have a little trouble triggering or bounce off it a couple times. As long as it does not form a triple bottom, it is still in play. If this does not trigger or heads lower, we're watching for 221, then 204. Finally, switching over to Ripple, also potential double bottom not yet confirmed. We need a trade above 0.84134. In order to trigger, it's a close above that level or extended move. Again, that's 0.84134. Let's check in on the daily chart to see where this fits. So daily chart, it will trigger right about where the 8 is now. So that's key. It'd actually be better if it triggers above the 8. So the 8's coming in right now about 0.8438. So close above that would be better. Now the first target area cluster here, you have a retracement cluster at 0.908965 is the level, and you have the 21 right above it. So that's definitely a key area to move your stop up. Then above that, we have the next target 0.92417, and then the final target 0.95178. I'll just reiterate again, anything against the rotation zone on the daily is a slightly lower probability. Just keep that in mind, so don't just take everything for granted. Move your stops up or take some profits when it hits key levels. If this does turn lower, 0.6865125 is first level, and then major second level down is 0.6421250 if this does not trigger or we hit the rotation zone and rotate back down. But we do have a number of bottoming patterns. It looks like some of these should at least retrace and hit at least some of the first key levels in these double bottom targets. So what we have for you for doubles everywhere. We'll talk to everyone soon. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.